MRI manufacturers are less than the aircraft manufacturers. Can you believe it? There are only 6 or 7 companies in the world who makes MRI. You know why? Because it makes a lot of investment to start such a project. You require maybe 5,000 crore or 10,000 crore research, plant, manufacturing, then you require a lot of materials to do an MRI manufacturing. So your opportunities also, if you say that you are restricted to 10 companies, but when you focus your goal that I want to become an MR engineer, then definitely out of these 8 companies, there is an opportunity you can work around. And CT, it is little more than the MRI manufacturers. GE, Philips, Toshiba, Siemens, Sanrad, we deal with refurbished Toshibas, and PET-CT. And that's another very promising area coming up. Now the equipments are fused, MR and PET, CT and PET, and that's very interesting field too. Ultrasound, of course, ultrasound is the basic thing, but it's very important. It's more, in fact, it's more difficult to work in ultrasound than an MRI. Meaning, in terms of the application side, an MR is, certain things are defined, but ultrasound is many things are not defined. And so I always take ultrasound, because I started also my career with CT and ultrasound. I always regard ultrasound with a lot of respect. Even though it's a small equipment, today we have mobile ultrasound also, like a smartphone ultrasounds are being coming up, but it's very interesting. And gamma camera, of course, this is very important. Philips, GE and Siemens. Of course, gamma camera is slightly becoming obsolete with PET-CT, because now PET-CTs are going to take the main center stage. Yeah, and radiation therapy is very interesting field, because that's anything with cancer. Today, the number of cancer patients are increasing all over the world. In fact, not increasing, multiplying. So you require better cancer care equipment. And Varian is one of the best company, and they have ADAC from Philips, and there are a lot of companies, Medway Technology, Accurate, concentrating on radiation therapy equipments. Yeah, and a lot of people say that, okay, I have heard that biomedical engineering has a lot of scope abroad, and which place I should go and which course I should do. I think if you are really going to go for a job abroad, you should have one of the accredited university degree, either from IIT India or from some other university with a master's degree from abroad, US or anywhere else. And if you are interested in a position whose content is primarily not technical, like sales, human resources, you can try direct employment. Many people, like I have seen many of my friends got direct employment in a company in Singapore, for example, because they are looking for a certain specific experience or certain profile, which is easily available from India. Opportunities are also in Middle East, but the living cost is too much nowadays, and it's not so big salary difference like earlier. And but it's nice to work for a few years and then come back, and maybe you do something for MBA or you give value addition. There are a lot of people working for some time abroad. Like I worked 8 years abroad and came back to India. So same way you can also think about it. Work for 5 years in India, then take a break or work abroad and come back to India and start working again. Yes, entry level, good money part. Okay. So what is entry level job? Like mostly like service engineer, project engineer, sales engineer, or assistant manager. Salary levels can be anywhere between. Sorry, it's a mistake. It's not 1,000. It's 10,000. Or some companies are offering very low salary. To be very frank with you, it depends on the size of the company. Sometimes the company is not enough to give that kind of salary, so they look for people who have diplomas or biomedical engineering who is looking for a job, who doesn't get any other entry level job. So there are a wide range of salaries available, but I understand today an industry standard is somewhere, the first job is somewhere around 20 to 25,000. You will get elevated to a manager normally in 2 to 3 years, and salary can go up to 30 to 50k. I mean, today 50k salary is not a big deal, and I think most of these industries give that kind of salary. Will become a team leader or area or a zonal manager or any senior position, salary can grow. And the salary, I am not talking about only the money you take it home. It will be kind of CTC or cost to the company. So that means it may have a lot of things, HRA, then your allowance, your lunch allowance, your outstation allowance, a lot of things added up together, and then it's like that. Become involved in management process, strategy, to around 3 to 8 years experience, you will start learning few things on the management side rather than just engineering side. That's where you will become senior. You will start managing, learn how to manage people under you. And managing people is very, very important in your career. And after 3 to 8 years, then it's spread out and individuals are identified as senior level managers, senior team leaders, and even GM or VP. Now, just give an example. I'll give one practical example. We were looking for somebody in MRI, 1.5 Tesla MRI experience, 10-year-old experience we wanted initially. We thought we can hire somebody 10-year experience. To be very frank with you, not that we could identify. Willing to join. That means nobody is available. Nobody is available. Somebody is working with a big company may not come easily. So, getting core experience is very important. You can ask any amount of money when you can come to that level because there are people ready to pay for it. Otherwise, they don't get that person. So, please do not underestimate that my salary is very low. So, how long I will continue? You continue till you grow to a level where you demand your salary. And always it's very correct that first deserve and then demand. And what happened that if you demand without deserving it, nobody will pay for it. So that's very important. You acquire knowledge and skills so that you can say, yes, I have a price, this is my price. If you are interested, we can talk, otherwise I am very comfortable. So this happens in any industry, by the way. So in biomedical engineering is a very specialized field. You don't get people, we cannot hire people walking from other field and say that, okay, I will put you as MRI business head. Not possible. You need core experience. How do you get core experience? Working for constantly for many years. And today around 5 to 8 years experience is regarded as a good experience to handle any senior position. Typical other career path. Expect to change job. Yeah, this is a big question again. Job changes today is, in 3 months people leave and change job because there are plenty of opportunities. So it's a big problem. Earlier, change job means as if you are, going to take a major decision in your life. Today, it's a simple decision in your life. Change a job. So every 5 to 10 years, people expect some kind of changes or change the company. Depends on your exposure, additional qualification, sometimes join senior level post in other companies during your career. So it's expected that people leave. It's not a big thing. It's a threat for everybody, but it happens. That's the reality. And take a break. Sometimes you, after working 5 years, you can still do an MBA to again enhance your knowledge and your management skills. And even take an MTech or PhD somewhere outside. And the reason is that when you have 5-year experience, you have enough money to be comfortable to do an MBA for 2 years or take a break from the industry for 2 years. That's the reason. And try out venturing into your own setup. Yeah, this is very interesting field because I know many of my colleagues who started with me much inferior in terms of position and the company's brand. They started their own company and they have gone very much ahead than in their life. So starting something your own is also important after certain years of experience. You have the skill, you have the knowledge, you have the resources. Starting your own company is not a bad idea. Try something totally different like an e-portal or e-consulting. And today everything is a lot of social media networks. You have a lot of e-portals. You have a lot of e-commerce applications, and a lot of teleradiology portals are there today. It's surprising, and the money is really promising. I mean, there's nothing bad when you start with such kind of ideas. And small companies, I'll tell you, small companies are good in some ways and bad in some ways. So let us discuss both. Greater opportunity for career advancement because a small company you will grow anyway. People will give you a lot of responsibilities and you will grow. Small group, you can always grow faster and get recognition. Fewer comforts but more job satisfaction. Sometimes you like the job but not the company. It happens many times. Oh, how stupid is a small company? They don't pay you this much. How will I work like this? But the opportunities and the responsibilities you are getting is much more than a big company, for example. Resource constraints are a real risk of company going going bankrupt. Yes, sometimes it's a one-man company and it can be bankrupt, or he will change his idea and he will become real estate agent. Impossible. So that kind of risk is always there with small companies. Ideal for those who do not like MNC for ideological reasons. Yeah, that's also right. I don't like Israel. I don't like America. I don't like China. So I will not work in this country. It's also ideological reasons. And sometimes you have the emotional. Yeah, and just one thing I want to talk about, small job for a small company to start with, and please do not underestimate what you are doing is very bad. No, this always happens. And sometimes it's very painful to work in a very small environment, in a very small salary, but it will shape your career, your intention to build up your career, and you will eventually become successful after a period of time, maybe 4 years, 5. I have seen many small companies doing brilliant job. They are not that much paid company. I mean, not that much employee satisfaction, but in terms of salary, okay. But in terms of the work, in terms of the efforts they do in the engineering side, it's tremendous. Yes. Okay, large companies, it's like no risk for you. Like you join, everything is provided. First day is laptop, first day is tablet, everything is given. But one day also you can be given a notice saying that sorry, we are not happy with you. So you please look for some other job. So the big company has a risk of little risk of company failure, more structured career path, wide product range and pricing options, greater resource availability, more opportunity for travel and relocation, tendency towards forward. The problems are, the big company, you may not even see who is the owner of the company or even the vice president of the company, but they may not have time for you, and they may have a lot of people, different departments, so your personal attention is not there. You may not, sometimes it's easy to lose a promotion because there are a lot of people aiming for the same promotion or some other reasons. And there are enough unhappy people in big companies also. Please do not think that all the people are working with high salary are very happy. Nothing like that. Money, of course, make you happy in certain extent, but money will not make you happy alone. That's one thing. If you don't like the job, whatever money you pay, after something you start frustrating, you start feeling, no, I have to get out of this place somehow. I don't like this job, or I don't like the kind of profile of my job. Finding a job, yeah, this is very important. That how do you find a job? I mean, when somebody will call you on your mobile phone and say you are so and so, I'm interested to hire you, it doesn't happen unless and until you make an effort yourself, and your institution make an effort yourself. You have to market that yes, I am a biomedical engineer, I passed out, I am looking for a job. So how do you do it? Companies will need you as much as you need them. That's correct. I mean, do not think that only you need the job. Company also need to hire you. But the process is frustrating for a beginner. This I accept you because campus selections are more and more happening today. Today more and more campus selections are happening. More and more companies are coming to the campus for looking for people. Be optimistic. The biomedical industry is growing at 12% per year, and there is a real shortage of qualified biomedical engineers. Biomedical engineering jobs are growing at twice the rate of all engineering positions. It's very important. Its opportunities are growing twice the rate, which no other engineering branch is growing at this moment. In general, you will have to find jobs. They don't find you. It's a fact. Pursue all avenues, job sites, net search, Naukri.com, Times.com. I understand that most of these portals, job portals, now open their separate portal for freshers. This is something very interesting. I don't know whether how many of you are aware of this. So the freshers portal means you have much opportunity, and they assume that you are anyway fresher and you are looking for a job. Begin by being clear in your own priorities and be focused, preparing a specified one-page CV. And I have seen this many times. People send 12-page CV. Nobody has time. Nobody is going to read 20 pages you have done, on the projects you have done, and the team members who helped you, all history of all your institution. Basically, just take one page. It should give you what you are, what you are looking for, and what are your capabilities. That's enough. And to be very frank with you, I had attended maybe 8 or 9 interviews. not a single interview, not a single person asked my mark sheet or degree. They were not interested. And I was wondering what normally people carry with all the files of mark sheet, an experience certificate, NCC certificate, then all kind of bunch of certificate, your prizes, your awards, everything is fine, but just one page of CV is enough. Just read this, I will know exactly what I am looking for, whether it matches this person is, whether I can talk him further. So just do not waste your time preparing 8 pages CV. It doesn't make anything. If you are going for academic IIT and doing a research position, of course they may be interested to get a copy of your research material or whatever study you are studying. But for industry, it's just one page CV. And then go after the personal contacts, including family and friends. Of course, you can share and someday refer your own family contacts. Suppose my relative is working in Siemens, you can check with Siemens what they are doing, what they require something, whether they have an opportunity. There is nothing wrong in that. And your students, senior students, alumni contacts, and through placement officer. Placement officer plays a very big role. Do you have a placement officer? Oh. So very important. The placement officer should be your career protector. He should give good guidance. He should give good contacts. He should give a lot of information. His notice board should have all the time full information about what's happening in the industry. And the web, of course. Now today everything is network and social media and Facebook. Every company has Facebook pages, so opportunities also come on Facebook. All kinds of social media. LinkedIn, one of the best sites to look and put your CV. I don't know how many of you have LinkedIn pages. Yes, if you don't have it, please open your LinkedIn profile. It's very important. Everybody will look and see your CV there. It's very easy. And even CV preparing, we just give a LinkedIn CV link. That's more than enough. So it's today around 50% of the professional experience recruitments are happening through LinkedIn. So it's very important. And of course, career consultant. There are specialized consultants for specialized people. So there are also different career consultants who is specialized in hiring very specialized engineers like CT, MR, or some kind of business qualification with CT and MR specialized, or medical, biomedical. Showing me the money, yes, that's important. Normally I just give an idea, but this is not more or less not defined one, but I just give an idea of what kind of money you can expect. Yeah, salaries starting maybe, like if you have an MBA or something, 35 to 50 is today is not a big deal. And bachelor, of course, very small companies may pay 10,000 or even 15,000. But normally I think most of them in the range of 20 to 25, that range. An MBA with 2 to 3 year experience or 11 experience between college and B school gets about the same starting salary as an MTech. That is correct. If you are an MTech and if you are a B with MBA, you get almost the same salary. You don't get anything big that you are done BTech and then MBA, MTech and MBA. I think the salary range comes almost same. Fringe benefits, HRAs, car, perks, PF are equal to about 35% of the salary package. So many companies today offer different packages like your performance-based incentive scheme. Half of the salary is the basic and then the other part is your performance-based salary. So certain things you need to understand what you offer. You also have to discuss what exactly the different component of the salary which is offered. Yes. Yeah, some of the Indian companies who did very well in their own small way. I just wanted to mention a few names, but not necessary that only MNC has job opportunity. You also have Indian companies growing and looking for people like Sanrad, Mosmac. Mosmac is one of the biggest hospital consultant company in India, and they require a lot of people in all the fields. Okay, this is very important. I just wanted to tell you that, finally, from an engineer, what an industry is expecting during an interview or during your stay in the industry or the first few years in the industry. Of course, everybody wants this kind of qualities from an engineer. Integrity, that's very important. You cannot fool the company for a long time. You can tell a lie maybe once or twice, but third time they will know what you're telling is totally wrong. So your integrity is very important. Your intelligence. Intelligence means not that you need to be intelligent like Albert Einstein, but you need a minimum level of, and you can say common sense. And you don't require, beyond that. And you don't need to be very intelligent person. Your IQ level is one of the best, but that's not expected. But at least you have certain intelligence level, presence of mind. I mean, in a situation, what you're going to do. Sometimes you pick up the phone and what you're going to say when an annoyed customer calls you. Can you also shout back? That's the presence of mind. You need to work based on your presence of mind. Communication ability is very important. You know, communication can kill the entire company's brand or the strategy or the business. One telephone is a very simple equipment which is kept at the reception table. That equipment is so powerful, it can entirely damage the company's image. You can give one bad word through a different important customer, everything is gone. So that's very important. Communication. How do you communicate with people? How do you treat people? Discipline work habits. Yeah, it's very important. You cannot, come to office at 10:30 one day, and next day is 12 o'clock, and third day you say I have some other assignment. This is a kind of certain level of discipline, and maybe this is one difference between IT and our industry, that